Hi everyone, welcome to my vlog. I'm going to try it the way everyone else seems to be doing it at the moment. I'm not one for writing a lot. I seem to just put too many words in things. So I thought I'd try an artist vlog. I was just thinking, my week usually starts with preparing for art workshops for that week. So here I'm doing a bit of research, playing with the paints a bit. I think for this one I was preparing to do a piece on like doing color texturing. So all of these sorts of workshops go into my Patreon, or I might use it as part of my workshops that I'm doing face to face during the week. So just heaps of fun playing with colors, playing with mediums. It's almost like you get into a zone and just start messing around with stuff, and then you remember you need something, come back with something. I think it was after colors there. Yeah. Just playing with a wet on wet color technique with watercolors. Just love how versatile watercolors are, really. I am a mixed media artist. I do like to play with different mediums. I especially love texturing, so physical texturing and also color texturing. So I do like to play with different mediums because different mediums give you different outcomes. So if you know you're aiming for something specific, it's easier to achieve it with specific medium. Might be the mood of the painting, might be the style of the painting. I wish I could paint this fast in real life. I'd probably get things done a lot faster. Oh dear. I do like when I'm trialing things to separate the page with a bit of masking tape, and that way you can sort of explore and not waste heaps and heaps of paper. So this is a good trick to if you're exploring things and you have a nice A3 size book, to just like split up the page and play with your techniques, make notes for yourselves. I often encourage my students to make notes as they're doing things. If they've discovered something, tried something, worked out something that works really well for them, or if they want to make a note of a special technique that they've learned, here's the place to do it. I like to have a book, one of my art journals, as my sort of learning book. Always handy to have. Easy to find things then. Easier to find things. Yeah, watercolors are great. If you are doing watercolors and you finished what you're painting, you don't need to wash out your palette plates and things like that, because just a little bit of water sprayed back onto that palette plate will give you your activated paint again. So no need to wash out heaps and heaps of palette plates and lose the opportunity to work on those palettes again if you forget to wash them. Acrylics a totally different story. Acrylics you've got to wash or wipe, or just reuse those colors on top of those existing colors you've used. I'm actually using a medium into these acrylics just to water it down a little bit. If you want to get a smooth, sort of translucent feel to your background, you can certainly use the gel mediums just to extend your paint a little bit, make it a little bit more thin, so that it almost gets a sense of being like watercolor. How do you like those colors? I've tried to mimic the colors on the left being the watercolors, with the ones on the right being the acrylics. And here I'll be playing with, on these backgrounds, I'll be playing with color textures later. Now I'm preparing to go and do a Patreon video, so leaving the other stuff to dry, and yeah, I'll see you in the studio. You'll see I'm preparing to get everything across. There we go. So back into my filming studio, another dedicated space which I've been very thankful to get. So just setting up all the bits and pieces needed. Oh, and then another project. I seem to be like doing different things at different times. I actually wear like the ease of almost like a uniform. So I've set up a uniform for myself to have like these cargo pants I wear for my art workshops I go out and do. They're just like plain black cargo pants, and I tend to just feel like it's so not enough color. So I thought, oh, I'm going to paint them. So I'll keep you guys up to date on this one, because this is going to be a work in progress. So I sort of worked out, thought, with the black pants as being the solid color, I'm going to try and like trim. Oh, there's Frankie's joined me. Always good to get a bit of help. Yeah, Frankie's my cat. He loves getting involved. It can be very demanding. Yeah, I think yeah, this is like a work in progress. So I think this week I did just the basics, and thought to paint it easily. I'd stuff them with the pants with balloons. Hubby's clever idea. I was trying to think, how am I going to do this? So stuffed the pants with balloons, and then mixed fabric paint with gesso, and just providing like a white background for what I'm going to be painting on there. I thought of doing blossoms. So yeah, watch the space on this one. You'll see how it goes. You may not see this again, because I don't know how good it's going to work out. Oops. And then back into my new dedicated art painting space. So did some minor renos, which ended up allowing me to have two little alcoves of space that I can dedicate to different parts of my art. So this will be my painting area. So I've just brought in stuff from my old painting space, and also some little decorations I use for my markets when I do the markets, take my art to markets. So little hearts and little happy things. So getting them all up, it doesn't help they're in a box somewhere. I thought I'll just put them up and enjoy them while I'm painting. Next market, I can just pull it off my wall in my art studio. Gee, imagine how much stuff I could get done if I always worked this fast. I think I need to do my whole life on time-lapse video. Actually, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. When do we stop and smell the roses? Oh, dear. I tend to love a lot of projects at the same time. I think it just keeps life interesting. You take something to a point, and then you can continue and do something again, to another point, another bit of stuff that you have on your to-do list. So yeah, these things knot up a bit. Trying my patience here. Sometimes you've got to count to 10. Sometimes you just got to unravel a whole cluster of string and wood. There's actually ribbon. I've got little hearts on ribbons. Being the all heart, I thought I'd make like little hearts on ribbons for my marquee or my market stall. So I hang them all over when I do my markets. Yeah, so with the studio sort of underway, I have to obviously trial it. So he's painting one of my new artworks of flamingos in watercolor. So I've got my watercolor palette up the top there with all my colors, and then just reactivating some of the paints that I have on my watercolor palettes. Yeah, just need to spray it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's nothing like watching somebody paint, is it? I'll have to get some better zoomed in pictures as I'm painting. I think this is a bit far away, so you don't get to actually see what I'm painting very well. You've got to blur your eyes, and even then it doesn't really make sense. So I'll change some of my next footage for my next artist vlog. I'm hoping to do them at least once or twice, weekly, hopefully, or maybe fortnightly. So just keep an eye on my space. Follow my page, and you'll get and set the reminders or the notifications button, and that'll keep you up to date on what I'm all up to. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my vlog, and if you're keen to see more, just let me know. If you enjoyed it, let me know. It's always good to get a bit of feedback. Yeah, my phone keeps on dying on me. I've actually reset it now so I don't lose it so quickly. It was on like 30 seconds, screensaver. Oh my goodness. So thanks for being here. I'm going to log off in the next couple of seconds. Please, if you want to see anything specific, please let me know and I'll try to deliver. Have a lovely week. All the best. Lots of love, Sonia.